170-pound final here at Boyertown in the Pac-10 Championship. We have a rematch from an earlier season. Elijah Jones from Boyertown with a record of 22-10. He's just a sophomore against Steve Rice from Springford, a senior, record 29-3. Fourth at the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic, first at Mannheim. One of those 3 losses was from Elijah Jones earlier in the season. But I will preface that by saying that at that time, I believe Steve Rice was suffering from a broken pinky on his left hand and didn't look himself as a result. Since that loss, he's been a man on a mission.
Yeah, sometimes that can do that to you. Refocuses you, remotivates you. Rice and this Jones kid both have potential to make some waves at the state level. Rice comes in with a 79-26 record. He is a state qualifier from last year. Elijah Jones comes in with a 37-27 record. He's put together a pretty good season so far. Again, they're wrestling that Boyertown tough schedule. All his losses have, again, come against state qualifying level kids. So this is going to be another knockdown, dragged out fight here between these two.
I got to give the edge to Rice in this one. I think he's not going to want to get beat again. Wants to win that Pac-10 title as a senior, and again, doesn't avenge that loss.
Rice got to the final by way of bye and beating Mickey Cohn from Owen J. Roberts by way of Tech Fall. Elijah Jones beat Duff from Phoenixville and had a tough semifinal match against Mays from Pottstown, and just beating him 3-2.
Rice in on the low single. He's got Jones in trouble. He's got to get him down to the mat now. Shrug, slide by attempt by Rice. See if he can he switches levels, changes off to a double, high double. Jones did a good job of defending early on. We'll see how long they let him keep defending. He hasn't taken a shot yet in his first minute of the match.
1 minute to go.
There's Rice in another shot, and he's got Jones' hips to the mat. But Jones is crafty here. He's able to, get himself out of these situations. And again, he's doing the same thing. Jones is doing that again, keeping that leg, keeping Rice from stepping over and getting to 2. See if they'll let them wrestle here or call a stalemate, because Rice is awfully close to getting 2. There he's got the leg free now. He's going to put him back on his hip and gets the 2 points.
15 seconds.
Again, big thanks to Boyertown High School for hosting this event. Athletic Director Nick Palladino. Dave Jones, Sr. for the man on the mic all day. Mike Lysa for running the tournament. Steve Perlstein, the wrestling liaison for the Pac-10 as we end the first period there with a 2-0 lead for Rice.
Again, Rice is also a football player. You got the Defensive Player of the Year award this year for the Pac-10. He recently decided to go to Muhlenberg. I believe he's going to try and attempt to do both at the college level.
There he is with the quick escape. Making his lead 3-0. Got to see Jones open it up now. He was able to rely on counter offense last time. There is the shot.
In the rankings right now, Rice is currently ranked 3rd. Jones is currently ranked 4th.
And they go out of bounds. Still 3-0 lead for Rice from Springford.
Nice double there by Rice.
Again,
we'll call that a football tackle, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yep, I learned that in football.
Did his coach teach him that there, Chuck?
Nah.
No?
He's good enough. I didn't have to coach him, barely.
All right, he's trying to come around here. Still has that leg, still has the second leg. There it is. He's at the 2 takedown, make it lead 5-0. And I put Rice up there. He's ranked third. Personally, this weight class is wide open. Shalinsky from
Yes.
Council Rock North hasn't wrestled in a long time. He's making his comeback from injury today. And, then Liam Frank from Pencrest, no disrespect to Pencrest, but I put Springford's schedule a little bit ahead of theirs. So, a little bit more battle-tested. Just in his own conference, not just what the tournaments they go to and the competition they see. And then you have Rice and Jones. Again, Jones, he's seen some of the best competition in the state and the country, going to Beast and, King of the Mountain and Escape the Rock. So it's, it's these two, I think, are definitely poised to punch that ticket to Hershey this year if they wrestle as good as they have up to this point.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I think Rice has a slight advantage over Jones. About 20 seconds to go here.
I think he just got two count. Now he got 2 1s.
No.
The experience that Rice has, being a state qualifier, being a senior. Jones just a sophomore. Tough as nails sophomore. Coming from the Jones family that I know I've talked about before. Like I said, thanks to his dad, he's been the man on the mic all day here. He's the man on the mic for the Brian Beeler Memorial Duels for Boyertown. So,
and people don't realize how important that is sometimes. You're talking about a 2-year gap. This young man's going to college as a young man versus a sophomore. That 2 years of growing up and maturing is a major, major, major difference.
So Jones in a shot, never good one. Again, great defense by Rice, and he gets another reversal. And he's really blown this match wide open. He's up 7-0.
Jones has a very, very bright future, and he's going to find himself on the upper hand of most of the matches the next couple years. Got about 1:20 to go. Rice is doing a very nice job of controlling the match, controlling Jones.
Official here calling a stalemate with 51 seconds to go. Neither guy was in an improved position for where they're at, giving a bit of a restart. Rice was maybe lingering, hanging on a little bit, and it gives Jones an opportunity to get, restart he might need to, hit a move, get himself back into this match. Just want to give a big shout out to John Wood today, who sang the national anthem, and jack of all trades. Didn't know he had a voice like that, Chuck. I thought he did an excellent job of rendition of our.
It really was.
There's escape for Jones.
44 seconds.
Rice back in on the shot here. Jones tying him up, but now he's got legs freeze and look to come up and hip heist back over the top of him.
You can just see as Rice has been the aggressor, he's been dictating the entire match.
Yeah, definitely way different than the first time. There's a 2 takedown. Give him a 9-1 lead. He's got the major decision. He's within major decision criteria right now, and just maybe he was unhealthy the first time, or maybe Jones isn't at 100% right now. I don't know. Both come from teams with great staffs, and both had their wrestlers should have had their wrestlers ready to go. Rice just the better of the two today, and he avenges that loss. And there is your champion at 170 pounds, 2016 Pac-10 champ, Stephen Rice from Springford Area High School.
Yeah, good luck to both of these gentlemen. Jones can keep his head held high. He's got a very bright future here.